If passion is fire, then purpose is a compass. Their combination will lead your energy towards fulfilling meaningful goals. Trust me, guys, when these two elements intertwine, you will experience and enjoy the most beautiful and blissful moment of your life, where you experience, you align, and you get convinced that you are here in this world to make a unique mark. My life's journey hasn't been an easy one. Never a straight line. I've gone through ups, downs, success, failures, an epitome of emotion that includes anxiety, depression, curiosity, excitement, happiness, depression, despair, all of it. But one thing life has always taught me is it is truly a bliss. Life is indeed a bliss, and you need to work towards it every single day to make it better. Not only that, we must also ensure that we need to make the lives of others too better so that this world becomes a beautiful place worth living. On that note, I'm Anooja Bashir. I'm a serial entrepreneur, I'm a startup mentor, a brand and marketing strategist, a business consultant, a LinkedIn influencer. But the most promising part of my career happened when I started changing and transforming the lives of people around me. You know what? My story started connecting even with strangers. Even I was kind of like curious what was happening. But somewhere my life's journey resonated with theirs, and I became a beacon of hope for them. Because even in adversities, I could survive, I could evolve strong. And that became a belief in these people who actually follow me, who believe that if I can do it, they surely can do it. And I think that is truly magical. I'm a very ambitious person, a very passionate one. And that is one of the main reasons why I am successful today. But my true purpose or my true success happened when I had this powerful realization, when my passion aligned with a greater purpose. Now let me ask you a simple question. How many of you have dreams or even a bigger goal? How many of you have been passionate about making your dream turn into reality? How many? See? So many of them. That's it. But sometimes have you ever felt that our passion gets stuck somewhere, like dormant embers, waiting to get ignited? What if I tell you there is a secret sauce that can turn your spark into blazing fire, fueling both your personal as well as your professional life? For me, guys, let me tell you, that is when, like the theme says, passion meeting purpose. So, I truly believe that when a human being comes to that point of life where your passion and purpose align together, you will see wonders. Those things which you think you cannot do, you can ever survive. Anything and everything is possible. I'm a living testimony of it. So let me tell you my experience of how I evolved both professionally and personally when this particular feeling or particular alignment of passion and purpose took place. So let me start with my professional journey because I'm an entrepreneur, so I always will talk about my career first. So looking back at my professional journey, I stumbled upon to this entrepreneurial landscape in 2013, long back. Accidentally. I always tell that I'm an accidental entrepreneur. I came from the corporate world. I didn't had any experience. I'd never had godfathers, mentors to tell me what is right, what is wrong, unlike today. Even I am mentoring a lot of startups today. But that time, there was no one. And unfortunately, because of that, I had to burn my fingers and I learned very harsh lessons. But I was not deterred. Like I said, I'm a passionate person. I didn't give up. My motto is always hashtag never ever give up. So I started thinking what is happening. So I reformed myself. But unfortunately, the entrepreneur landscape is a fast moving, a dynamic one. It has constant changes. And it caught off my guard. And me being very ambitious and for mere success, I became very overconfident. Not confident, overconfident. Which again had a setback, second start of failure. Now, that was an alarming call since it was continuously happening because I know I'm talented, but somewhere something is going wrong. So I started rethinking, reevaluating my goals. On the other hand, because of my 2 startup failures, people started discouraging me so badly, even my loved ones, okay? So that happens, no? I think most of you have gone through that kind of experience. When things go low, everything around you becomes so negative and you're kind of like, oh my God, I'm doomed. So this really happened to me. And demotivation was to that extent, I nearly gave up. I didn't give up, but I nearly gave up. And then, even some told me that I'm a good marketer, but never an entrepreneur. And that is something which you should never do because, if you provoke and trigger somebody's self-esteem, you know what? Like I said, the deep thing within you get ignited. It comes out no matter what. That really happened to me. So now, I also had a powerful realization. Even in darkest time, your passion always finds a way. It flickers. It comes out. That is the power of passion. But initially, I only had passion, okay? And that is the reason why I was getting deviated out of my way. Now, the real transformation, the turning point happened in my life, in my career, where I understood that how exactly do I build a startup? What are the things that I need to do to scale up my venture? How do I understand my audience? And that is the moment I had clarity, a clear vision. What am I supposed to build? And you know what? That is when things turned. It turned actually. Negatives became positive. My strategies worked. And one more thing I learned in this process. An entrepreneur should always have a balance of emotion and logic. Women being known for their being an emotional species. I am a woman. So being along with, my counterparts, male counterparts, I learned that, trait of men too, the logical, the practicality part. And that changed. And I started overcoming obstacles. I started prepping up for uncertainties because I can anticipate now. And the thing is that I am constantly changing with changes. And that is how I became a person who takes affirmative decision than impulsive ones. And then I say that I truly evolved as a CEO or a founder. Thus, I started solving problems with practicality and sensitivity according to the situation, where I became, I'll say I turned from a passion proner to a successful entrepreneur, overcoming all the obstacles. Now, this is all about my professional part. The shift was not only about my professional success. It did bring a profound transformation personally within me. I changed as a person. I was a person, like most of you. I think we all get swayed by emotions, right? And one other thing was that I was always carried away or kind of consumed by judgment of people around me. And sometimes I really used to get hurt, and even I was in pain because that validation part is coming from others. And again, my problem is that I'm a perfectionist person. I have OCD with perfection. And whenever things I don't achieve, that setback, I take the blame. So what was happening is that when this continuous thing was going on, and the saga of failures, it totally eroded my confidence. Now, same thing happened here also, the magic part. Like I said, the transformation. Here also, I understood that the passion in me, or what I want, connecting to my true existence, why am I here as an individual? What is that I can do? What is that I can really, really do to make a difference? That is where, again, the game changer happened, personally in my life. So, I mean, at that particular place, or in that moment, I found my inner peace, or I would rather call my Zen. That realization that my worth is not validated by external factors or external people. And that is the moment I really, truly became powerful. My shift focused towards my inner words, my internal peace, my actual happiness. And you know what? I stopped overthinking. And I started enjoying the true bliss of life, savoring every single moment, cherishing memories. And today, if you ask me, that inner content, you can see it in my face, I suppose. I've gone through all this. But today, that satisfaction that I have, that I can find my own peace, irrespective of all the struggles I go every single day. Being an entrepreneur, I know it's not going to stop. I chose this. This is something which I really wanted. But this change brought a profound positive force for people around me. So I became a person who, when I am around my people, my peers, my co-founders, my family, I mean, they felt positivity. And the most what do you call that word? Heart welcoming, or very, very close to heart. That fact was my own children. I have a 20-year-old boy and an 18-year-old girl. They started taking me as a hero. Not because of my entrepreneurial success, but because of a person who never gave up, who stood in all adversities, strong. My perseverance, my resilience, that made me a strong individual, maintaining my virtues too. Now, the most powerful realization of this entire shift was my ability to create positive ripple effect. Like I said, anything I do, somewhere I see a positive outcome. So I started believing within myself, like Paulo Coelho said, if there is an intense crave, there is nothing on this world that can stop you. The universe will conspire for you. So things started going, aligning in the way how I wanted it. So things were going so good. I was happy. But you know, as you evolve, your purpose also evolves. So building a sustainable and scaling and a successful venture was undeniably satisfying. Because like I said, we're entrepreneurs. We want it. But later on, I realized that my purpose has changed. Today, I want to do something more. My purpose should something be higher because I've given an opportunity and I succeeded in it. So what I want to do is that I want to help all those people who are getting into this entrepreneurial space. I don't want them to fall in that same pits where I fell. Because back that time, entrepreneurship was navigated like a blind journey. There was no one there to tell you this is how it is done, unlike today. So it was my desire to help all these people who are getting into this entrepreneurship to make them understand that this is not a glorified life. This is not how you see from outside. You need to be prepared for it. You need to really choose it. You need to understand that, yes, you are here to become an entrepreneur. And there are good parts and, the negative parts also, and it's a balance actually. I would call, if you're an entrepreneur, you will learn that balance. So, I started mentoring, aspiring and budding entrepreneurs and business owners through incubators and accelerators, despite of my busy schedule. Because you know why? Because I understood that my story holds immense value. Because I've gone through that journey. I might be that person to tell people because I've experienced it. By sharing my experience, not only on the expertise of what entrepreneurship is, but also the resilience part. How to be perseverant. How to have or maintain perseverance. Wait, patiently wait. So when that happened, people started understanding the insights they took, which brought immense effect in them too. I used to share both my triumphs as well as my setbacks. Because you need to understand that, like I said, it's not a straight line. And today I hold a lot of pride in seeing my mentees growing up. Every time they say, ma'am, we could not do this, but we definitely were able to do this because of your one advice or one piece of advice. That gives you a incredible happiness. On this journey, I would say that I had an incredible support system. My co-founders, my peers, my associates, my family. Because of that, I had that opportunity. And I understood that entrepreneurship is not a solo endeavor. You have people, your team, it's not that alone you can do. It's not a one-man ship. So that is where I understood that I need to do something on that part also, because being a woman entrepreneur, I had to go through so much struggle rather than my male counterpart, because women have to balance their home, their family, their career. And sometimes, since they are emotional beings, these setbacks create a lot of frustration among them. They're good passionpreneurs actually. But to become entrepreneurs, they really need guidance. And that is where, when I met people from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, I really understood that we should do something for them. And that is how I started an NGO, specifically for women, to help them in entrepreneurship, in career guidance. Especially women who are coming back after their career backs. Along with, we started a group where we can talk about mental well-being. That's very important, because these days we really struggle with it. So it started initially for women. But again, I stumbled upon something extraordinary. That is where I discovered what is called as diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's a place of belongingness where nobody judges you. And you know what? It's not only women in that category. The diverse segment has LGBTQ as well as differently abled people. And they taught me another beautiful lesson. Irrespective of your limitation, nobody can take your passion from you. When you have purpose aligned with your passion, even sky is not your limit. That is what diversity taught me. So today I am a diversity DEI evangelist. I support every cause that stands for diversity. Witnessing that immense growth of whomever I have helped, like I said, I take immense pride and happiness, a legacy that I hold very close to me. So I believe that today or tomorrow or whenever I leave this world, I leave here with immense satisfaction that I made a signature here. As Charles Darwin said, it's not the strongest of the species that survive. It is not the most intelligent, but the one who is responsive or adaptive to change. So what I'm telling you is that let's be the architects of positive change. Let's make this world a beautiful place. Let's become that remarkable species where we make ourselves stronger. I don't say that by making oneself stronger or powerful, you really do some sort of empowerment. When you make a society empowered, then that is called actual empowerment. So before I wind up, let me tell you something. Life is short. We live only once. Live it full throttle. Stay happy. Stay focused. Find your passion. Discover your purpose. There is something extraordinary in you which just need to be triggered by someone, by some circumstances. It will happen. It will happen for sure. but you need to give it an opportunity. You need to give destiny a chance so that you also meet that moment where your passion meets your purpose. I had done that, and that is why I am here giving my insights to you. I thank your college for inviting me here to give a TED talk. So, I just wish the very best to all of you all. Thank you.